think it's all beautiful just like this. This is what they see. This is the perception. We're going to see the reality.
Perception is reality.
Yeah.
Unless people see anything otherwise,
That's right. So what we need to do is take the reality and bring it so they can see the reality. This is what they think it is. Beautiful, green, farmland. Yeah, perception is reality. They need food. There's a food problem here, and these kids, we have to pack them sack lunches to go home on the weekends. On a three-day weekend, we have to physically put some of these kids on the bus because they don't want to go home because they don't have food to eat. And I said, okay, that's the first thing we're going to tend. See, this is the reality. You see the beautiful farms all around, and we see where the people who work on them live and struggle to survive. My name is Mike Tanis. I am currently a franchisee of the IHOP restaurant in Las Cruces, New Mexico. That's my day job, and aside from that, I have the Dream Center of Las Cruces. I work with the CSFP food organization. I have work with the JARC program at the detention center, and I'm a full-time student. So I put together one box of food, took it to MacArthur Elementary. We went to the house, dropped it off. I thought I was saving the world with one box of food. So the kids ran out, they're all excited, they got the food, they took it in. I told that, I asked the principal, I said, I'm amazed to see these kids so excited to get food. How much does this exist? He said, just turn around like that, it's all around. There's places in this area that you would, if you shut your eyes and we drove you to it, took you out of the car, walked you over there, put you in the middle of their yard, took the blindfold off, you would think we took you to Juarez. You would think we took you to a South American village. And that is 8 minutes from where we're at right this minute. I'll tell you what, here we go. This is water. Step right there. This is it. Look at this. I guess this is the ponding. This is the ponding right here. This is the area that was underwater about 3 years ago. It's a lot better than it was last time. There's been a lot of improvement. I took a U.S. Congressman, Congressman Saunders out of Indiana. Would like to go look and see what you're talking about, just to make sure you didn't invent it. I took him to 4 houses. I started with the best of the worst first. He went over there. He had a tie on. I mean, he was just all formal looking, his people. I took him over there. I said, okay, are you ready to go in? He said, well, you bet I'm ready. I took him in. 17 people living in a 2-bedroom house. There was no heat. No heat. There were mats where they were sleeping everywhere. And he was just stunned. There's this little kid coming up, smiling from ear to ear at us, because we were company. And Congressman Saunders started getting, he started getting pretty shocked. He started looking, he walked out, he said, oh my God, I can't believe this exists. I said, okay, this is the best of 4. I said, you want to keep going? He said, yeah. This house, this area right here, is the first place I saw an 11-year-old girl with a child.
11 years old.
11 years old and she had a child. We were taking commodities and clothing to an 11-year-old child's baby. that was a hard moment. These roads ain't got much better in 10 years, have they? 10 years we've been going through these four-wheel drive style roads. This house burned down. Family lost everything in this fire right here.
Whoa, that's crazy.
These mobile homes, when they go down like that, it's minutes. Do you remember this house here, X?
No.
We spent a lot of time with this family right here. I took them out. I said, okay, those are pretty bad. He said, now let's go to the dairies. You know what's crazy about those dairies? In the very back where the cows are, there's people living there. I said, let's go, let me show you this. It's work that not very many of us want to do. This dairy, is that the one that we go around?
Was it the cows?
Now the crazy part is, people live out here. We went into that area, he got out of the truck, and I said, hey you guys, please do not let the congressman faint and fall in that, whatever that is on the ground right there. It looked like almost like urine from the cows flowing over, puddles everywhere. I said, don't let this guy fall in that stuff, because he's getting wobbly. I said, Congressman, you may want to loosen up your tie. He started getting faint, dizzy. I'd got my guys around him to keep him from falling in that. He stepped, got his foot sunk in part of it. And you know what? I wanted that to happen to him. I said, oh, be careful right there. He got that cow manure all over his shoe and walking and kind of rubbing it. I'm going to tell you what, that man got the shock of his life. Well, you know what? 6 months before that, I did too. I went inside that mobile home while it was hot outside. I walked inside the house, we're standing inside the house. The counselors and the family liaison at Mesquite Elementary School took me and showed me that house. I was out there, we took them food, helped them all out. I said, yeah, it's good. I'm going to help them out. We're going to do anything you want. They said, okay. Well, we want you to come in and pray for my husband. They said that in Spanish. I said, all right. I went in that house and stepped in there. And at that time, we started our food bank. We had red beans, lima beans, northern beans, pinto beans. We had all the beans because that's what people would donate. Beans and bread. I felt good giving out those beans and thought I was saving the world giving beans out. I went in that house and I looked in the kitchen and I saw all our cans of beans all opened up there. And I said, I'd be ashamed of myself when we give them beans. Man, that's horrible. Look at that. I'm embarrassed to say that I'm the one who donated all those beans. And I saw where they're opened up. I saw a little hot plate with an extension cord that went who knows where. It was the people were forgotten about. It was what we call the disposable generation. They weren't, they just had no chance. I saw those kids, and I was about 6 years ago. I said, that's it. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to find a way for this little guy right here, this little guy right here. I'm going to find a way that he has a chance. But doesn't it seem somebody should know that that is right there? It's absolutely amazing. Okay, now if you are Perception X, where would you say we were at just now? In a third world country somewhere?
Definitely.
Yeah, that didn't look like the United States we just left. The CSFP is a commodities program designed for senior citizens 60 and over. to supplement them every month if they fall short and their income qualifies them. We assist them with a food box that weighs about 32 pounds of food. It has juice, peanut butter, it has vegetables, meat.
And a 1 month supply in these box comes 3 cans of orange juice, 3 cans of evaporated milk, 4 vegetables, a double stack of chunk chicken, a jar of peanut butter, 2 macaroni, and a hot cereal. Plus, you get a box of Boston French flakes and a loaf of reduced cheese. All that's for 1 month.
Okay.
And when it's a box for 2 months, you get 2 boxes. But if it's for 1 month, you only get 1.
It's a very balanced box of food that we provide them.
Oh, this is our first time coming to La Mesa. We're expecting about 50 people. Usually when we do large tailgates, it includes anywhere from 350 to 500 people.
Okay.
The large scale tailgates are going to be in Anthony, Sunland, Silver City, Las Cruces. These are smaller tailgates. These small communities, we only service anywhere to 50. Most, we're trying to hit 100, but hopefully we'll get some new clients today. Actually, they send flyers home through the schools with the kids advertising that we're going to be here today. And small communities like this, we'd expect a large turnout, but I don't know. Majority of the people out here are Spanish-speaking people, and I don't know if the flyers were sent out in Spanish or in English.
Mm.
Hopefully, we'll get some kind of turnout.
It breaks my heart to see somebody who's hungry. One of my missions in life is to not have anybody that's hungry living anywhere in the city I live in. My goal isn't to help people around me. My goal is to end hunger in my city and then my county.
Love's not caught in love shots and seen the drug spots. Love's not sex, so who they do next. Love's not road rage, portal pages in the eyes of a racist. Love's not whoring it. Love's not abortion. Of course, your love doesn't bomb clinics to make it finish. Love's not hate and love's not a cynic. Love's not seen on Jerry Springer or express my little finger. Love is rarely captured in the words of any singer. Love not domestic violence. Say shut up with the silence. Represented in the way of the police silence. Abandoned children in abandoned buildings. Random killings. Love's not.
It takes people getting connected into our community. It takes love. It takes people who care. You know what? This is a good snapshot of, God is working in our community. The Dream Center is a debt-free program. We've been building it over the course of four years. We have a food ministry that takes care of 4,700 seniors and kids a month. We have a reading lab that taught over 10,000 hours of reading lessons to kids last year. Our goal is to reach the kids with the love of Jesus Christ by action. That's what we're here for. I think that if we all get together, we start trying to reach out to these guys, no matter how small they are and how big they are, I'll tell you what, the love of Christ has no boundaries. I want to thank you all for coming out here tonight. We have Sean McDonald coming up next. Thank you. The Dream Center, it's a dream of Tommy Barnett and Matthew Barnett out of the Dream Center of Los Angeles. I said, why can't we have a Dream Center in Las Cruces, and why can't we build it to help the community and help the needs of our community right here? So what I've done is I brought Tommy Barnett's idea here and I tailored it to fit Las Cruces. We have different needs in El Paso and we have different needs in LA. So the Dream Center, one of my goals here is education, try to help kids stay in school. My dream is to get a music lab here to where we can teach them how to play music, teach them how to read, get them eyeglasses, get them food. We have a clothing bank to where if there's clothing needs, we can help them with clothing needs. With the unfortunate and the poor, we want to balance the playing field, to give them the same opportunity to go to school in clothes that look right, to be able to eat at night, and to be able to get the same chance as anyone else does when they go to school.
Oh, my goodness, look at you. How are you doing?
Remember him when he was in diapers?
Yeah. Is that right?
You went to school this year?
I passed.
You passed? All right. That's wonderful.
I passed.
Man.
way.
Here, Johnson.
Congratulations.
Here.
I passed the second grade.
All
We,
right.
we reach out to all kids. Sometimes we think that the less fortunate are the only kids that need help out there. But through my last 10 years in this ministry, I find that all kids need somebody they can talk to. All kids need someplace they can go, no matter what income level they are. We reach out to all kids, all young kids, kids that just need someplace to hang out, may need someone to talk to, may need a place to go and learn how to play music, just a place to fit in, a place that they can call their own.
Wonder Bread. Do you know they still made Wonder Bread?
Do you guys like your hot dogs like this? Or do you want them a little bit more cooked? Like this? Okay, here's your hot dog bun. And then there's mustard and ketchup right there, okay?
Are you the one that helps my mom for the bank?
What bank?
The food bank of
Oh, they're talking about Wells Fargo. First Life.
First thing, see?
Thank you.
Just get one. Just one. Because you could only get one in school. You need to start naming school. One. Only one.
Hey, school shoes. We'll be giving out school shoes here in August. Okay. So all the kids, every one of them, have shoes for them. Hey, we don't get stuff all the time, so I said I'd take them. But we got socks and shoes. So we'll be doing that.
They don't know who to trust. And today, 9 years later, 10 years later, I'm able to walk into these houses and talk to them and visit with them. I've watched the kids grow up, and some of the challenges are the people you're helping. And sometimes it's hard to get the people to receive you, and they wonder, what is in it for you? Why are you here? And so one of the challenges is getting the people to believe that we're there to help.
Sam, you ready for one yet? Yeah. Here you go.
I was one of those kids that didn't get to eat in the cafeteria. We didn't have good sack lunches, and I was hungry, wishing I had a little bit more to eat. Didn't have breakfast, and it's just I am one of the kids that it's my mission to find right now.